Okay, with a question, Coach, your thoughts on your team's play tonight and the assessment overall after tonight's series loss?
Had about close to 10, 15 minutes of the first period where things were going really well. And then, honestly, could have been 5-0 after the first period, the way that things went. And complete the things that we addressed, we weren't able to correct, and it was just overall poor performance.
After 3 games against a team that is hitting a stretch here and a non-conference fair, you get a really good glimpse about where your roster might stack up against other teams you could find yourself in playoff contention against. Where do you deem your roster fitting up and sizing up against a team like that, which had some evident size difference? You have more of that speed throughout the season, but ultimately it was a bit of a lopsided end for the series.
Yeah, in front of our own net, we weren't competitive enough. Off of the rush, we weren't competitive enough. And I don't necessarily think that's a size of our players issue. That's the attention to detail, stick position, body position, just being in the right place. But as far as how we match up or working towards the playoffs, somehow we're 5 points out of a playoff spot at this moment, regardless of how the last 2 games went. So. That's something that we need to find a way to get points out of those games. So, it's disappointing that that's how we played the last 2 and even 3 games.
This is a developmental league. You have enough talent on your team. What do you do about skills such as puck handling?
I mean, there's plenty of things that go into the puck handling and skill development as far as things before, during, after practice. But to a certain extent, there's limitations for what somebody's able to do, and it was kind of evident at some points that results in goals against and opportunities missed and things like that. So, I mean, there's a certain aspect of it that it is what it is, and then there's other aspects where you can fine-tune some of those things.
Coach, what do you think is the biggest need of your team right now?
Well, a few missing things. Shane Seller out of the lineup. I think that's a big thing for us. He plays power play, 5-on-5, penalty kill. Those are really important minutes for us that we're missing right now, and trying to have other guys fill in. Obviously, not having Darren Brady in the lineup for the last little bit has taken a hit for our group. But, as far as things that we need to add or things that we need from our players, we need more compete. We need more will to go out there and find a way to win a hockey game. There's plenty of moments that we could have capitalized on. I'm not saying that because we missed opportunities we would have won the game, but it makes a difference in the big picture of your confidence, what we're able to do, stringing together consecutive good shifts and good period back to back. There's so many things that need to be better, but there's definitely some personnel that we're missing at this moment to help our group.
And with that, going forward after today, do you have a plan maybe to get the chemistry back together?
I mean, there's certain things that we do within our group. There's not necessarily one thing that we expect to, and I don't necessarily think it's chemistry, because there's moments that we are able to create things or create opportunities. There's just moments of the defensive awareness and defensive responsibilities that are either getting pushed to the side, lacking, or whatever it is. Those are the big areas for us to tighten up for sure.
Is there a status update on Seller and Brady at the time you can share?
I don't have an exact timeline, but I wouldn't expect them in the lineup next week.
Good. Appreciate the time. Safe travels.
Thanks.
First off, milestone night for your professional career. You've always played your 500 pro career game on the road. That'd be a good feeling to get that milestone here at home.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't too aware till you posted it online there, but yeah, no, it feels good. Obviously, wish the circumstances were a little better, but yeah, I guess every milestone feels good at least.
You spoke with Coach Henry from a player's perspective, just the overall assessment on your team's play tonight, especially with you and A on your sweater, the veteran presence.
Yeah, I mean, we just got to be better. No excuses. I thought we came out strong. We took it to them, and then I feel like after every mistake, we just kind of collapse and then stop playing our game and get off track. And it's just kind of every bounce seemed to go their way tonight.
You're going up against the #1 team in this division. You know, what do you as a player do to prepare for a team like that?
I think we just got to start taking care of our end first. I think we're cheating a little bit too much for offense. And I think if we just take care of our end first and play hard and compete a little more, I think the offense will come. Just got to play a little more defense first mentality, and I think everything else will fall into place.
Do you think your puck handling tonight, not yours specifically, but as a team, could have been a little better tonight?
Yeah, I think it was just like one of those games, just bounces weren't going our way. I think we can maybe play a little more simpler. I think when we play simple, we just kind of get it up and in, and I think we can, with our speed up front and everything, we can work teams a little bit. So yeah, I think just one of those games where we just need to get back on track, kind of forget about this weekend and move forward.
And in terms of being more simple, when you take it to practice and your approach, what are some of the things that the coaches and the players work on specifically? I know Coach has spoken about positioning on checks, also the passing and stride. On that simple, if you could elaborate a little bit, what do you work on specifically?
Yeah, I mean, it's just the small details, passes on the tape, being in the right position, being on the D side of the puck, just like simple things like that you kind of taught when you're growing up, but I think you forget a little bit with a lot of the hockey we play. You kind of start cheating a little bit. So I think if we just get back to that simple mentality, pucks in deep, watch our turnovers, passes on the tape, little things like that, I think we should have a better result next weekend.
Tyson, thank you for your time. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Awesome.
thank you.